On the occasions when we'd settle down for sleep, we'd put coiled barbed wire around our area, and we'd attach little empty tin cans to the wire and put some pebbles in there, so that if our sentries happened to be asleep, then we'd get some warning that the Japanese were there if they touched the wire.
Yeah.
And what would happen is the Japanese would send out no more than 3 or 4 men with lots and lots of string. We would crawl up to our wire, tie one end of the string to the wire at various places around the area, which is bloody brave, don't kid yourself, it wasn't. And they would have with them firecrackers, revolvers, rifles, anything they could lay their hands on, machine guns. Then they would start running around at a good distance, pulling the wire, and of course, rattle, rattle. We were all alerted, and we were surrounded because they were just doing a circle around the whole, just pulling the strings, and rifles and firecrackers and whatever guns they were using, light machine guns, heavy machine guns, all being fired from all round us. You think you're absolutely encircled. And that's why they called it jitter raids, because we'd sling some grenades down at them or fire at what we thought was Japanese. Don't know if we ever caught any of them, but it certainly succeeded in giving us the jitters, I can promise you. That very night we had a jitter raid. No, I beg your pardon, no, about 2 or 3 nights later we'd moved on a bit and we had a jitter raid where we'd stopped. And Bennett was slinging grenades over like there was no tomorrow. Actually, there was a tomorrow. Tomorrow was his birthday. He was 21. Mm. And he used up all his grenades, so we had a whip round and we gave him a box of grenades for his birthday. Anyway, we moved on from there to a place called Letse, L-E-T-S-E. And that, before we got there, we went to Chauk, C-H-A-U-K, where we recrossed the river, back onto the western bank, down to a place called Letse. At Letse, that was originally, that area was the divisional headquarters. Later became the Corps headquarters, and now we'd taken over. 4 items happened at Letse. We were there for a shortish time, but 4 things. The first thing, we sent out a patrol. Fighting. No, it wasn't a fighting patrol, actually. It was watch and listen. That's about 8 or 10 men. They went out. After about half an hour, we heard rifle shots, we heard machine guns. We knew our lads didn't have machine guns. So I broke a cardinal rule, infantry rule, which no infantryman with any sense would ever have done. I went up the hill, stood on the top looking to see if I could see anything of the action. Standing at the side of a small family pagoda, a small little thing about 6 foot high. And as I'm watching, and I can still hear the rifle shots and machine guns, suddenly, just to my left, very, very short distance to my left, within inches, a lump of plaster came off this pagoda. Somebody taking a shot at me. Mm. Oddly enough, I was quite unfazed. It didn't occur to me, that this guy was close. It was one of 2 things. Either it would have been a Japanese, it wouldn't have been one of our guys firing because they know we were there. And again, machine guns, they didn't have them, they just had their rifles. Somebody had taken a shot at me. It was one of 2 things. Either his armourer had made a balls up of his sights and he was slightly out, or alternatively he was a lousy shot. Whatever it was, I'm thankful.